Hello, my loves, and welcome to the Soul Extract. Today, I decided to do this content. I just came back from a hike at a place called Ground. The venue. This venue is absolutely beautiful. I mean, I'll show you the rest when I edit and put this video together. But yeah, I just decided to just change the venue a bit and yeah, to show you another side of life. Well, to show myself another side of life and then share that with you. But basically, my topic for today came impromptu. So what happens for me is that usually I have my topics set up or my topics decided in like 2 or 3 weeks in advance. So I already had a topic for today, and yeah, this week it just felt like after my conversation last week about the coffee that I had with money. After that session, there was still a lot swirling in my head. There was still a lot still percolating in my head. The topic wouldn't leave me alone, and there was clearly more that wanted to be shared, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So today's topic, I guess this is part 2, and basically today is just about recognizing and realize that you are already abundant. You are already an abundant being. And how this topic came about, or how I decided to start this topic is, so my partner and I talk a lot about money. We speak a lot about money and the purpose of it and how to make it and what to do and all of those kind of things. And it's become even more predominant now. It's become a very hot topic now because we are both in the transition phase of our careers. So we're both transitioning from a 9 to 5 into owning our time. So money obviously has brought up a lot in terms of the sun has brought up a lot in terms of anxiety, in terms of worry about like where money will come from. Can we trust that we'll have money? How will we make this money, type of thing. So he's always so he always jokes, doesn't joke. Joke, don't joke. Joking, not joking. He always says, hey, if God can just drop a young 10 meter, can just drop a young 10 million on my lap, and all my problems will go away and I'll be sorted, and I won't be stressed about money and all those kind of things. And what I always say to him, and even though, so the words that I always say to him is, and it's something that I know deep within me, is that money is not something that we are looking for. It's not money that we're looking for. It's not money that we're seeking, that we're running after. And I used to get frustrated, even now, I used to get frustrated when I would say that, because I don't have an explanation as to why. I don't have an explanation as to why I believe in that. I just had this inner knowing and this inner standing that money is actually not the thing that we're chasing. And as this thing was mulling in my head and going over my head, something dropped in me on Friday with regards to what is money actually about. And we are not chasing money, or we are not looking out for money. What actually is the thing that we are after is we are looking for safety. Money represents safety. It represents stability. It represents security. So it's our way, or it's our ego's way of saying, if I had X amount of money in my bank account. Sorry, I thought I was about to be bitten by a bee. But money is not, it's not the thing that we're chasing. What we're looking for is actually security. We're looking for stability. We're looking for the safety, the stability, the security. And it's our ego's way of saying, if I had this much money in my account, if I had this much money in my reality, if I had this much money in my physical reality, then I'll be good. Then I can relax, then I can breathe, then I can just, move on with my life. And the more we feel like we don't have that stability, because the ego is grounded in what we see and what we've experienced in the past, it's always going to spiral to, oh my gosh, I don't have this money, so that means I'm not safe. And if I'm not safe and if I'm not secure, how can I pay for this rent? How can I pay for this car? How can I do the things that I need to do in order to keep me alive? How do I pay for my kids' school fees? How do I do all these things when I don't have that security and that safety? And so we can just go down the spiral of unbelief and disbelief in the potential that we have to actually attract that money in. And on the flip side is that our soul knows that the ultimate stability, the ultimate safety, and the ultimate security comes from within us. It comes from within us and our connection to God, to Source. And that no matter what happens, no matter how we move in our life, no matter what comes in our way, whether we have money or not, we will always be secure, we'll always be safe. And it's about trusting that in this moment, we are enough. That we are enough to receive everything that we could possibly need. And obviously circumstances will come in the way. Life will happen where we lose money, where things don't happen as planned, or we don't have the desired amount in our bank accounts. Life happens. But the ultimate thing is that it's up to us to trust in Source, to trust in God, that in this moment we are actually abundant. We don't need to look to the future to try and figure it out and try to fix or try to make our way to making it happen. So if we look around us, we realize that because we are abundant, there's nothing that we need to fear. There's nothing that we need to be scared of about our future, because our beingness is enough. Our beingness is abundant. And so what are the things that we can look at in and around us that can remind us, that can be a constant reminder of the abundance that we are, and the abundance that is always around us, and the abundance that will always be available to us? So looking internally, your breath, you are literally breathing in and out every single second. You're breathing out every single second, and it's not running out. I mean, unless God calls you home and it's time for you to go home, you are literally still alive. So if you are still alive, that means there's an opportunity for you to still be abundant, to still receive everything that you are called here to receive. And looking at the intricacies of your body, the lungs, the organs. I mean, is a lung an organ? Yes, lung is an organ. All the organs, the system of your body, everything is running like clockwork. Everything is running like it should. And you literally don't have to lift a finger. There's nothing that you have to do in order to make that happen. It just happens. Your body is literally as its own machine that breathes on its own, that does all these things without you even realizing. Looking even at the plants. Have you seen when a tree is cut down, if they don't put that chemical or whatever, that black stuff that they put on trees, there's still something that grows from that tree. There's still something that shoots up from that trunk. Even if there are roads or concrete that's put down, have you never noticed the grass coming through that concrete? That's just to show how abundant everything is, That's to show that even if things get in the way, even if life happens, nature will always show up. Nature will always be present. And yeah, it's just a reminder for you guys to remember that you guys are always abundant, no matter what happens, no matter what comes up in your life. your needs will always be met. No matter what happens, guys, even in the times where you think that it's not going to come through, even if you feel like you are living on minus, even if you feel like you're living on 5 rand, God always comes through. The fact that you are still alive and that you're still here and that you managed to find some food, that you have some shelter, that you have, even if you feel like you need new clothes, you need new shoes, the fact that I have got this shirt on right now, the fact that I've got these pants right now means that I'm abundant. I have what I need. In this very moment, I have what I need. And so, in this time, guys, I want you to just breathe, and can you just rest in that? Can you just rest in the fact that you are enough as you are in this very moment, that you as a being are enough, that what you have right now is enough, that in this very moment you are taken care of. Like, if you had to sit in the moment of recognizing that you are taken care of, if you knew deep within you that all your needs are being met, that God, the universe, they've got this, they've had this, they've always had this, that they've got your back, and that they will always provide, and that they'll take care of you, that they've got you covered, how would you move? How would you live? How would you breathe? Feel into that. Don't you feel the resistance melting? Don't you feel the tension being released from your body? Because that's your soul. That's your soul knowing, having that inner knowing that you're always taken care of. That your needs are always, no matter what, no matter how it shows up, you will always be taken care of. And so breathe, guys. Take it easy. Be easy on yourself. And just know that you are beyond abundant. You have always been abundant. You are an abundant being. And because you are that, you will always be taken care of. And I love you guys. I love you so much. And I will see you next week. Bye. Mwah.